the future. But let's focus now on the World Cup. And going to the World Cup, a lot of people thought the defense was going to be our biggest problem. And our midfield was supposed to be our strength. Well, from yesterday, it looked like the strike was okay, the defense was okay, the goalkeeping unit is amazing. The midfield is now the problem.
Yeah.
Yes. You can never really have your cake and eat it, can you? The truth is, I think, for one, I think the team really defends as a team, as a unit. The defenders have pluses. I don't know how to explain this. Like, you have your normal 4 defenders with fullbacks in modern football. But I think the team, the likes of us, we saw him dropping back to win a lot of balls, helps in the defense. Now, defense doesn't come to help the midfield. Neither does it come to aid the striking force. And yes, that midfield has always been cocooned. It actually is an issue. You know why? Because we don't have any creativity. And then the players we do have, I think they go with this mantra, shoot on sight. I don't know how that has been able. We've barely already had any shot on target. I think that midfield should really, really be worked on. I don't know if the World Cup is you've worked on, now perform. Yes. We can't really work on anything right now. It's what we have, so we have to display to the world. But I think wherever we find ourselves in the competition, booted or ending up winning the World Cup, quote, I think we still need to work on the midfield. We need to work on the midfield basically because you can't function without a heart. Yes. And the midfield is the heart of the team. Yeah. And it needs to, I think, whatever we can tweak to an opposition will best shield. For example, I want to just head back to the foreign scene. For example, a Liverpool Football Club that ended up getting second in the Premier League. They had a horrendous defense. But the striking and the midfield department, covered it a bit. So I think for now the midfield is quite a problem. But I think against teams we should meet as the tournament progresses, despite where we find ourselves, I think we'll be able to manage what we see. And then after that, there'll be a general overview of every department of the team.
Can I tell you the problem of the midfield? Is personnel.
Is the problem because we don't have them or we didn't take the right
No, we have them. But the application and attitude is the problem. The biggest problem of Nigeria's midfield is Nigeria's biggest footballer, John Obi Mikel.
Yeah.
He thinks the world of himself. He doesn't see himself as a team player. He sees himself as the superstar of the Super Eagles. I was listening to him on an interview on DSTV, and he said, if the players are on the same boat with me, we'll achieve something. I'm the leader of the team. I was like, Messi doesn't speak like this. He sees himself as the messiah of the Super Eagles. And that is why he doesn't put himself wear his heart on his sleeves whenever he plays, for the Super Eagles. And I think that the coaches must cut him to size. You don't allow him feel like.
But he had a pretty good Nations Cup tournament, though. He did.
He had a pretty good Nations Cup tournament, and from that moment on, he has not been able to be managed. And that's why we have a man manager like Keshi, who should put him in his place. If he doesn't apply himself very well, let him sit on the bench so that he can see other people who are willing to die for fatherland. Look at Ghana. Mm-hmm. The Ghanaian team, I must say, is the best African team at the World Cup. Forget the result. Like I've always said, statistics are like bikini. They review so much and cover the most part. Nigeria looks like, we have 4 points. Ghana has just 1 point. But when you compare the group we're in and the group of Ghana, you think that you realize that the Ghanaians have a better team, a tactically sound team, a more motivated team with players who are willing to die for their fatherland anytime, any day. Asamoah Gyan has scored 5 World Cup goals. 3 goals in 3 World Cups. The first African footballer and the first Ghanaian to do that. Look at Dede Ayew, Andre Ayew, the son of Abedi Pele. Anytime he scores, it's like he has won the World Cup. That is the kind of attitude we need from our players. Like I said, Mikel, after Yaya Toure, is the best midfielder in Africa. If you have somebody like John Obi Mikel and your midfield is bad, then there's a problem. The problem is not quality, but attitude and application. So Mikel must be talked to. Look at Onazi. He's in the middle, he's up front, he's marking, and he's always quick on the ball. Mikel holds on to the ball, and it's like he's in his living room. Yeah. Wants everybody to run.
The game yesterday was pretty interesting to watch. I mean, like you said, Onazi had a good game.
Absolutely.
Mikel Babatunde surprised everybody with how well
everyone,
he did.
Yeah.
Mikel seemed to be
the big boy.
So if you decide to drop Mikel today, who then do you bring up from the bench?
That is the problem.
Yeah, and I think yesterday he was easily bundled off the ball. I don't know if it's not motivation.
I mean, he didn't have a terrible game, but he was probably the weakest link in the midfield, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then you begin to look at him and like, okay, who are you going to stop in Chelsea, really? With that kind of
Don't
performance.
go to Chelsea. Let's focus on Nigeria.
No, I'm just saying. Then who are you going to stop? Because this is your game. This is your team. This is your
you are the
bowl.
Big boy
Let
here.
me use it. This is your bowl. And then paddle it however you want to do it. And he still had a lot. At some point, I started saying he isn't taking enough milk. That he's easily bundled off the ball and everything. I think he was. I think. I think.
I think,
like he said, you've got to, I don't know, do you need to threaten him, do something, just try and manage him and knock his head if that has to be, properly done, so that the next game, because you're going to play Argentina. Now Argentina is coming to the game as we've got to win this group. We want to avoid France in Group E. We've got to win this group, and you have to have everybody on board. You've got to have everybody playing as if their life depends on it, because you're going to meet France, whether you like it or not. So it's all about, yes, we've gone past 16 years, we haven't won a World Cup. What about actually topping the World Cup group and getting things a bit easier for us? That is also, that's
exactly.
also good.
And that's why I complain about the exclusion of Aruna Lukman and John Ogu. These guys would have created more competition for places in the midfield.
But those are not there now. So I'm talking about those who are there now.
Gabriel Ruben.
Okay.
There's
been a lot of talk about him being
He's been in and out. He's been in and out. Injuries here and there. He's not been fit. He doesn't play regularly for his club in Europe. I can categorically say that Gabriel Ruben is somebody's project. I don't know, but it's somebody's project. They've tried their possible best, to shove Gabriel Ruben down our throat. Now he needs to go on the pitch and prove us wrong like Babatunde Michael and Juwon Shanima. But I doubt if Gabriel Ruben has got the qualities to fill in the shoes of a John Mikel. So John Mikel can continue to act like he's the president of Nigeria because he knows that nobody will change him.
So let's go to Argentina now, the game against Argentina, because that's our next game. Yep. And like you said, we can't afford to lose, first of all, because losing and Iran winning means we might be coming back home.
Of course. Yeah.
So we need to avoid France as much as we can. So we should be going for a win. What sort of shape are you looking at that team having against Argentina?
I think playing our normal formation, playing a 4-3-3 will really be good. We don't have to jam-pack the midfield in trying to do damage limitation, because by the time you go out with that formation, Argentina already sniffs that, you're going to come and respect, you're going to come and play all defensive. Iran didn't look at anybody's face, against Argentina. So that was very imperative. That is key. We should go with the same, don't change the personnel, go with the same players, try and find a way to drill through that Argentine central defensive pairing, because it's a weak link. It will be quite, I know the likes of Emenike, if he's still deployed at the flanks, will give the likes of Zabayeta and the other wingers a tough time. But there is a lot of mine to drill from that central defensive pairing of the Argentines. I think we should still stay the same shape. Try and know, Argentina has been lethargic in this competition. They haven't had any wow factor. They seem pretty ordinary, and they're kind of dropping the tempo of South American sides in the World Cup,
So you must give it to them.
There was a team that had 6 points last World Cup, and it didn't even qualify for
what I'm saying is
out of the group. But so it shows that Argentina has really brought down the bar for even South American sides. Chile, they've all been so good, but Argentina already has a weak link, and if you can exploit that, I think we should just stay the same shape, 4-3-3. Stay the same shape, be attacking. Let it be end-to-end stuff. Don't respect and sit back and say, this is Argentina, Messi, let's escort him to the post. No, I think that will be very, very horrible. We've played Argentina in the past. We should know. We've beaten them back and forth.
No, we've never beaten them. In any official competition.
Well, we beat them in the friendly.
That's what I'm saying, official
Whether
tournament.
it's official or not, we played them. It was televised. It was televised. Whether it's official, it was televised, so.
In Abuja. You know what happens in Abuja.
It was Nigeria, Argentina.
However, Zabayeta wasn't that team.
Yes.
Still, we've played that
only
side.
Zabayeta.
Doesn't matter. Even if it's only Zabayeta, the Iranian side, who did we play against? We've never played against any of them before. Yeah. But if you meet that Argentine side, show no respect, play the same formation, try and make it attacking, because I think you blow them away. Even Bosnia, I don't think they expected Nigeria to really come out. I think they underrated us. Like, okay, they were very lethargic against Iran. Okay, this is easy peasy. I think that's exactly the same thing we should play against Argentina. Yeah. Try and make it end-to-end.
Well, I agree with her. What I think we should do is to go into a room, lock everybody up in a room, put up the tape between Ghana and Germany. The boys must watch that game from start to finish. Just put up that attitude, that fighting spirit, that belief. The Germans, for me, are the best team in this World Cup.
True.
Ghana held them to a 2. In fact, they held Ghana. They forced Ghana to a 2-2 draw. The Ghanaians would have won. That is the kind of spirit I want to see in Nigeria when we play against Argentina. I'm talking about formation. I don't think if we go end-to-end, we'll be able to beat Argentina. It will be disastrous. Let me tell you why. Nigeria, Bosnia, they had more chances than Nigeria. Actually had more shot on target than Nigeria. That's Bosnia. Not Argentina with Higuain, although they've not played very well. But you can also think that they will play Nigeria the way they played Iran and Bosnia. Just like we expect Nigeria to up our game against Argentina, so Argentines expect Lionel Messi and co to up their game against Nigeria. If you talk about attacking prowess, Argentina has got more players going forward than Nigeria. So I think we should be a bit more negative. You know why? A draw will be good enough. A win, fantastic. A defeat, we can still qualify. If Bosnia beats Iran, Nigeria will be through without even kicking a ball against Argentina. I think we should go with a defensive formation because I know that anything Messi plays for, if you frustrate them, they find it difficult to score. Look at what Iran did to Argentina. A draw for me will be decent enough. Let's not be too ambitious because we don't have a solid... Our team have not been truly tested. Let's not get carried away by Bosnia and Iran. These are mincemeat in world football. It comes to the crunch now when you play Argentina and you scale through Argentina, you play France. That's when all these Juwon, Shaniwa, Babatunde, Michael will be truly tested. So let's not over-celebrate. Against Argentina, let's know where we belong. You see, look at the way Iran played Nigeria. It was clear that they were the underdogs. So if we're playing against Argentina, let's approach the game like the underdogs. You're not going to score. We are going to hit you on the break. Play 4-5-1. 5 guys in the middle. MNK up front.
And then 4-5-1, and then someone scores an own goal because they will take shots.
No, it's not. Let me finish. It's not guaranteed that somebody will score an own goal. Play 4-5-1. Let MNK, who is stronger, be the only man up front. The Argentines don't have a solid defense. When you have the ball, Nigerians are fast. We can hit them on the break. If we don't do that, we open up our areas. Argentina will beat us. Write it down.
Okay. That was very passionate. Maybe that's the kind of passion we need from the players.
Exactly.
Against Argentina. Very quickly now, how do you think that game is going to go? Scoreline. Quickly. Nigeria-Argentina.
Okay,
I'm putting you on the spot, yes.
Yeah, it's not a very nice sport. But yeah, to be patriotic, I think a draw would be good. But to be honest, I think Argentina would want it more. They'll be more the hungrier of the two sides. And I think them edging it. I'm not really going to give the scoreline, but they're definitely going to edge that contest.
Well, actually, the hungrier side, they have 6 points. They've qualified already.
They want to be tops.
Yeah,
really.
but
they want to be tops.
But at least we need more than Argentina. No matter what, they will qualify. If we lose, Iran gets to win, we're out. So we are the hungrier side. I think Argentina will beat Nigeria.
Okay. I disagree with both of you.
You have every right to disagree.
But yeah, we're going to have to go now. I was going to talk about Yobo and how he surprised everybody yesterday as well.
God bless you.
And of course,
God bless you.
It was shocking. I mean, I think that was the biggest humble pie that Nigerians have ever eaten.
Pie, we don't really think so much pie. Like akara, like bread, big Keshi bread.
must also thank the NFF and some of us who clamored for the recall of Yobo. 98 caps for Nigeria is not a means feat. It's not an easy achievement.
It was very impressive.
And you cannot rule out experience. You can't buy it in the market.
Yes.
I said to people, what if Obabona gets injured at the World Cup? Who would you go for? Would you go for a disastrous Azubike Igweke or an experienced Yobo who may not be 100% fit? And we've seen the difference.
I feel like we have to go there. Do you think Obabona is going back to that team?
I
doubt. The way Yobo played yesterday.
Obabona may come back, but Yobo has fought his way back into the first 11.
Thank you very much, Omar Akatugba. Thank you very much, Jannie and Anthony. With sports, is always very passionate and we never know when to stop. Yeah. Hopefully by Wednesday we'll be smiling again like we are
Certainly.
today.
Well, we can smile even if we don't win. So qualification can make us smile.
That's what I mean by smiling. Yeah, as long as we qualify. Well, we're going to take a quick break now and be right back with more right here on Rubbing Minds. Please stay with us.